this is Jersey. You're listening to the Garden State.
You're listening to The Garden State, the only New Jersey podcast that gives you all the news you need to hear this week. My name is Josh Sobo.
My name is Josh Chomik.
And back once more,
Jimmy Parks.
welcome back, guys.
What's up, guys?
Do you say not behind the camera anymore because now there's a camera also pointed at me?
What did I say that time?
You just said end,
Well, you are behind the one camera.
but I'm also in front of another camera.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. For the listeners, we now have a camera pointed at Jimmy Parks so you can see his face. There was just such an overwhelming response from single women trying to know who's Jimmy Parks, the mysterious man.
I can understand that.
And we said, we'll get a camera for you. Maybe he'll meet his wife through the Garden State podcast. You never know.
That'd be a dream, really.
Wow.
A Jersey-loving girl.
A girl that loves New Jersey. Well, we'll see.
If you watch on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Garden State Podcast, or just I don't even know our YouTube name, but yeah, we're on YouTube. You could watch Jimmy the entire hour-long episode. You could just stare at him if you want.
Sounds like a dream.
What? Can you search our YouTube right now, Josh? What is our YouTube name?
It's The Garden State, youtube.com/.
It is, right?
The Garden
State.
Garden State.
Do we really have that? That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I got it for us. I took care of it.
Okay, yeah.
That is
YouTube.com/The Garden State. Go subscribe, and you guys could watch us instead of just listening every single week.
I do got to admit, I really love our banner on there. It looks awesome.
Yeah, I drew that with a marker on a piece of paper, and then I scanned it. Actually, I took a photo with my phone. Then I put it in Photoshop and made it like that. So
That's awesome.
long story. Well, excuse me. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode. We have actually one of the most jam-packed weeks of news we've had in, I feel like, months. There's a lot that went on in New Jersey this week. And, yeah, we're excited to get into it. But before we do, how was your guys' weekend? What did you do this weekend?
I had a pretty good weekend. Was this the rainy weekend, or was that?
No. It rained Friday.
Oh yeah, it was just Friday. I had a Friendsgiving with you and a bunch of other friends of ours. Jimmy missed it.
That's right.
I know. I was at a housewarming party. I was kind of upset I missed it.
Unreal.
It's like all these weekends, like, I'm just like, oh, nothing's going on. And then the one weekend that I'm like out of town, everyone's like, oh, let's hang out, let's do this. I'm like, great.
That's how it happened.
Bridgewater, specifically for a Friendsgiving.
Shout out Bridgewater.
And that was a lot of fun. It's good to get into the festivities, and we are officially entering the week of Thanksgiving, which is exciting. Josh, we should next week share our favorite Black Friday memories from our youth.
Yes, the Black Friday episode is gonna. We have so many good Black Friday
Menlo
stories.
Park Mall.
Oh, Menlo Park, man. Menlo Park Diner.
We used to, that Menlo Park Diner on Black Friday.
So
great
good,
memories,
man. We have a lot of stories. Yeah, we'll save it for next week.
Okay. Yeah, next week you have to explain what a doorbuster is. That's your explanation is my favorite thing ever.
It's coming, Jim.
I almost bought a house this weekend.
Whoa.
And what happened?
I decided not to.
Why not? It looked awesome.
That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
You're being patient.
I'm being patient. Yeah, I keep doing this thing where I get excited and I'm like, I'm going to do it. And then I'm like, I should wait a little bit.
Did you guys end up actually going to see it in real life?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So I'm in this period of like, did I make the right choice? Should I have done it? And then I'm like, it never hurts to save. So we're going to save.
Hey,
and
it's nice here. I kind of like it.
Have you and Shelby looked into like the first time homeowner like assistance that New Jersey gives?
Yeah, but I ain't about it.
No? I've been thinking about.
Well, I haven't looked into it, to be honest. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know anything like specific, but I was talking to someone this week who like did it, and apparently they get you like a way lower interest rate, and you get like assistance towards your down payment. And
How much lower of an interest rate though?
don't quote me on this, but I thought they said it was like fixed at like 2.7% or something, which
What?
There's
No shot.
which I didn't think was possible because interest rates are going up so much. So I don't know if that was like during when interest rates were lower, but
That's unheard of. Like I've never heard of that before. That's crazy.
so I got to look into it.
I'm going to look into it
I'm
because
trying to buy a house. So
that sounds enticing. It says, here you go. I can read it to you. New Jersey's first-time home buyers. It's the NJHMFA offers several types of programs to help first-time home buyers. So the program offers 30-year fixed-rate conventional loan to eligible homeowners. The program typically allows 3% down payment and borrowers can finance down payment and closing costs through the DPA program. Additionally, it provides $10,000 to eligible buyers who purchase a home in New Jersey. So, let me just see. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist.
Yeah, so I don't know. I want to start looking into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Any help you could get is...
I wouldn't want to finance... Well, we could get into a conversation after the podcast, but there's just...
We all want to buy homes here, and we're feeling it. We're feeling it in Jersey right now.
The right thing will come along. But that was my weekend. I went to the Friendsgiving, then I looked at some houses, and we'll see. But good weekend all around. It's fun. With Jersey's officially in the fall season, and it was really warm, and now it's freezing out.
And,
dude, really cold.
I love it. Bring on winter. Bring on the wrath. I want snow already. Come on, guys. Please.
Not yet.
It's supposed to be cold. These
I know
70-degree days were
cold,
terrible. I got to play golf. Yeah, it was great.
Mixed
But,
feelings.
it's not right. It's not right.
Well, with that, do you guys want to get into our mailbag this week?
Let's
do it.
Please.
Let's see what we got. Hey, you've reached the Garden State. Sorry we can't get to the phone right now. We are currently outside of Menlo Park Mall, camping out a week in advance for Black Friday sales at Macy's. We want a doorbuster. We want new socks. We want to get a suit. We need to get there. And so we're not near the phone. Leave us a message. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Bye.
G'day guys, calling in from Australia. Haven't been to Jersey, never been to Jersey, haven't been to the east coast of the States, but coming next year. So I would like to know, a random person from the other side of the world visits Jersey for 1-2 days. What do I do? Where do I go? Obviously you've had all your great diner reviews, but I pick up a car at the airport and I've got a couple of days. What should I see? Thanks guys.
Yo!
That's nuts.
That was pretty cool.
An Australian listener.
Wow.
That was the coolest mailbag yet, I think.
It was awesome.
Seeing the word Australian in the subject of the email, I was like, no shot. And it's actually happening.
It's a good question. If someone came from Australia, what would I want to show them in New Jersey? I don't know if I tell you to go to a diner. I'm just going to say that outright. I don't think I'd say go to a diner. Because I feel like Australia's got to have some great spots to eat too. And a diner is not like diners to me are not, hey, you're coming in out of the country. Here's the spot. Like I'd say go to get a steak in New York or go to Little Italy or something like that. Or,
But that's the issue, Josh. I don't think she wants to go to New York. She wants to be in Jersey.
Then go to go to Newark and get some really good Portuguese food or something like that.
I think it's more about the experience than the food, though. Like if you go into Summit Diner during the holidays, there's something about that hole in the wall type of spot that just brings so much warmth to you.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
And a diner meal is pretty good too. So I would say go to a diner.
I would say go to Liberty State Park. That was the first spot that came to my mind. And then maybe take a boat over to see the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island and all that. That's kind of legendary local experience. Liberty State Park is pretty sweet with the view of Lower Manhattan and the
Beautiful
memorial for
views.
9/11. And it's just
there's a lot there.
You get kind of, if you've never been to America or the New York area, that is one of those things that's kind of marked this area for all of history. And I think it'd be, I think it'd be worth checking out.
What else? What do you say, American Dream across the street? Check it out after Ellis Island or steer clear?
I haven't been yet to American Dream. And I said that, earlier. I was like, maybe
Don't go.
American Dream, but maybe not. I don't know.
Hey, but it's a mall. It's a giant mall. Why not stop in for an hour, kind of walk around, experience?
Because you just flew around the whole world and you're going to go to a mall?
Mall? Do they have malls in Australia?
Definitely.
Our malls, though? I don't know. This is Mall of America.
I don't know.
I don't know. Josh,
know.
What is this saying? Oh, you're looking at restaurants.
I looked up the most famous New Jersey restaurants because I'm curious what would come up. And the Summit Diner is number one.
Listen,
but this is probably locating near where we're at.
But hey, if she's coming into Newark Airport, bro, Summit Diner is not far.
It really isn't.
And that was our first diner review ever. Go check out the Summit Diner. Take a photo. Post it on Instagram and tag us so we can see that you were at the Summit Diner. Place is solid.
Do you guys remember that deli where they make huge sandwiches?
Yes.
What's it called?
You go past the Railway Prison to get there. That's all I know.
Is it local?
It's not far.
It's somewhere in that area. Harold's,
yes.
I remember I went there as a kid. I would not recommend someone go there because I haven't been there forever, but I feel like I'm trying to think of spots like that where
I've never heard of
You've
this
never
place.
seen this place?
The matzo ball soup, it's just like one massive matzo ball in the bowl.
Guys, we got to make a Harold's trip.
100%.
Can we do a
I've been there
review, please?
years.
Yeah, let's go to Harold's. Well, that was an amazing question. I hope you enjoy your trip to New York. If you come to Jersey, I guess that'd be the main things, right?
Yeah.
What are we missing here?
I'm trying to think. Like,
I think the appeal of Jersey is it's convenience everywhere, right? Like
Yeah.
you could go to the beach one day, you could go take a hike at High Point one day, you could go to New York City, go Ellis Island, do all these things, and it's close. You get like a lot of things in a small package.
true. Definitely go check out the Jersey Shore. There's so many different shore towns you could drive along. It's all beautiful down there.
Island Beach.
Jimmy, give us South Jersey rec in case she wants to go down south. You know South Jersey.
Go see a show at in Asbury Park at the Stone Pony.
Yeah, but maybe she's a big Bruce Springsteen fan. Maybe that's why she's coming.
If you
Wait, is
wanna-
there a show this weekend?
No, but like
Was she coming this weekend?
When did she say she was coming?
She didn't
I
say.
don't know.
She's planning a trip, she said.
Oh, okay.
But
gotcha.
right, like if you're going to people play the Stone Pony all the time, but if you're a big Bruce Springsteen fan, right, you want to see where Bruce Springsteen first got his start.
Yep. Well, do you guys want to do one more mailbag before we move on?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's see what else we got here.
that was an awesome mailbag. Thank you so much for calling. That was sick.
What is up, Garden State Podcast? My name is Matthew. I currently live in Flemington, New Jersey, in Hunterdon County. But the thing is, I'm actually not from Flemington. I'm not even from New Jersey. I actually just moved here after marrying my wife, who was born and raised here in Jersey. So my question for you guys is, what are some things I need to know about this state? What is like the New Jersey starter pack that'll help me get acclimated to this wonderful place? Thank you, guys.
Great question.
Welcome to the Garden State, bro.
The first thing I'd say is if you live in Flemington, you need to go to the Flemington department store today. It's
Dude,
one of
that spot. I forgot about that place.
one of my favorite stores in the state. Great place to go to get some, some Carhartt, some Patagonia.
I've never been.
Oh, it's great. You need some work boots. Great store. Some
I gotta
Pendleton
go.
blankets. They got it all there. It's a great spot. But starter pack is the first thing I'd say is if you're going to drive on a highway, stay out of the left lane unless you plan on going above 75 miles per hour. And otherwise, just stay out of the lane. See, the common thing that out-of-state people do in New Jersey is they go in the left lane and they go 65 miles an hour. That's not what it's there for.
100%.
It's technically a passing lane, but also it's usually the 80 mile per hour lane.
80 plus.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah, every single day there's still people who drive like 50 miles per hour in the left lane. It kills me. And that's Jersey for you.
What would you say?
My favorite is like when you're driving and you pass someone who's driving in the left lane and they're just like looking at their phone. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're holding up traffic. They don't even
What are you
realize.
doing?
When I was 17 and I first got my driver's license, I was way down the shore, like just north of Cape May coming home. And I was cruising in the left lane. I just got my license. I didn't know the rules of the road.
Yeah.
Trooper put his lights on.
Oh, and just pull,
He
like,
freaked me out just to get me out of the lane.
yeah, it just puts you out of the way.
Happens
I love
all
that.
the time.
I
Yeah.
learned my lesson really quick. I learned that he was like messing with me a little bit, but
I would say you have to find your local diner / bagel shop.
Yep.
Get that local Taylor ham, egg, and cheese.
Yes.
You got to find your go-to. There's so many around the state. Everyone has their local favorite spot.
Yep.
You have to find that staple spot.
absolutely.
It's just so good.
it's a must. It's truly a must.
100%, dude.
And then beyond that,
Oh, people are going to yell at you a lot, but it's not always hate. It's just like, it's how we talk to each other here in Jersey.
well, people are real. They're realistic.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as New York.
Can't get offended.
People are they're just going to tell you how it is. And I'm trying to think of other things you need to know. Here's a good one. If you're going to go down to the beach, don't go after, like, if you're leaving from Flemington, you have to leave at least 6 to 6:30 in the morning or earlier. Do not go to the shore at 7:30, 8,
On
9
weekends,
o'clock.
on
On a
weekend.
weekend. Yeah, on a Saturday. I think I said a Saturday, right?
I don't know.
You don't want to do that.
You'll
Memorial
be
Day
stuck in
weekend.
traffic. Oh my gosh.
Memorial Day weekend. There's going to be traffic going down and coming back. I don't know what else.
Ask your wife. How long has she lived here for?
Her whole life.
Oh yeah, so like she must have her like local spots. No, I'm talking about the guy,
Oh,
not your wife. He said that his wife lived here.
you looked at me and said, "Ask your wife."
I was talking about the guy, not you.
But Shelby, give us some of your New Jersey starter pack.
I just want some tortellini.
Oh, she's trying to eat dinner right now. All right. Enjoy.
I just want to use the microwave for like 3 seconds.
Oh,
Bye,
yeah, you can
Shelby.
use the microwave. That's
No,
fine.
but I was about to say, like, this guy said, like,
Dude, you can't look at me and go, ask your wife.
So ask your wife. No, so he said his wife lived here in Jersey, so she must have like some local recommendations or like things she loves to do. Like, I'm curious as to what that is.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Ask your wife.
yeah, ask your wife, man. That's what,
But welcome to Jersey, bro. It's a fun place. There's a lot to explore, a lot of places to see. Like Jimmy said in the earlier mailbag, you can go up north to find some great hiking spots, down south for the beach. South Jersey is just packed with different things to do. So, nice quick Google search will do it for you. But
awesome. Well, we have some exciting news with next week being Thanksgiving. We are going to be having a Black Friday sale starting Thanksgiving through Cyber Monday. It's looking like 20% off the whole store. Is that possible?
it's happening, Josh. Something's even more. That's the minimum.
Maybe some goodies thrown in the bag.
Some freebies. I like that.
Huh. We'll have to see. So keep your eyes out for that.
Interesting.
And we'll give you more info next week.
And our store is currently open, though, if you want to grab some things before they sell out really quickly on Black Friday.
Yes.
So
Yes.
thegardenstate.com. Go grab some merch right now. Supports the show, keeps us alive and healthy and well. And we appreciate that.
And it's time to get into the news.
The news.
Amazing. Did you hear the news?
Did you hear that? Did you hear the news?
Yes.
The news has been, dude, crazy, packed, wild.
Newark Airport just unveiled a brand new Terminal A.
I've been, driving. I use Terminal C because I'm a United boy, but I didn't even realize they were doing such a big renovation over there until I read this article, to be honest.
My wife and I flew on our honeymoon out of Terminal A, and I remember at that point, which was May 2021, it looked a lot nicer already, so I can only imagine now what it looks like. Because they already started work on it at that point, I think.
Yeah, they've been working on it for a long time. Like, I'm super excited for this. I used to fly a lot, and I always thought Newark Airport was like the worst looking airport. So I'm super stoked based on the pictures I've seen. And it features a ton of New Jersey artists.
Including
The Garden State podcast?
So long story short, I was asked to submit some photos for
Wait a second.
Newark Airport.
whoa,
This happened
whoa.
like 6 months ago. I don't know if they used any of them. In the pictures I've
So we got to
seen-
go.
Yeah, in the pictures I've seen online, I haven't seen any of my pictures.
That's awesome, dude.
But I was asked.
Jimmy.
So,
Wait, so would this be like permanently there, like a framed photo?
it looks like it's all like incorporated into like the airport. Like, for example, the bathrooms like have different themes. One of them's like beach themed, and like you open the stall and it's like you're at a beach.
Wow.
Your photo's going to be in a stall.
I don't know. Who knows? Another one I saw online was like you open the stall and it's like a forest. So
Jimmy,
who knows?
we need to go.
I know. I need to
take
go.
a local flight.
I have a feeling I know where it is. As soon as you enter and there's like you walk into security, there's this big LED board of photos that keeps changing. So I have a feeling if it's anywhere, it's probably going to be on there.
Okay.
But-
Well, we have to go take a local flight. Maybe we fly to Boston and back just so we can go look for your.
Well, even if it's where I think it is, we don't even need to get a flight. We just got to go to Newark Airport and walk up to security and watch the screen.
Let's do it.
So
Let's do that this
Congratulations,
week.
dude.
I know I got to see. I'm super stoked.
So the article says the era of snaking endless security lines, cramped corridors of luggage hauling travelers, and bland amenities is nearly in the past as the first phase of the reconstructed Terminal A at Newark Liberty International Airport prepares to open December 8th.
No shot.
No shot what?
That is all still going to be happening at Newark Airport. I guarantee it.
Yeah, actually, that's the one thing I thought is like this.
Please.
What is a redesign? I know there's more terminals, they said.
I think they made it bigger, too.
They made it bigger.
So that
and-
might help, but
But
no shot.
security lines, they hire more TSA agents. The article didn't say that.
Yeah, they actually included more TSA like checkpoints.
Oh, interesting. So, but did they
better have
hire
the
more
work-
people?
Yeah, they need to hire the people to do
definitely.
it.
If they-
Okay. So it says, this is a quote from the Murph. It says, folks will find something that is not only modern, high-tech, open, transparent, plenty of light, easy to maneuver, but it's Jersey.
It's Jersey.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. The significance of the $2.7 billion building, $2.7 billion. Oh my goodness. I think a baseball stadium costs like $600 million to build. Does that sound crazy?
I thought it's more than that.
I heard they were building a stadium for like $800 million. So let's see what Citi Field cost. I'm curious.
It cost to build.
$900 million to build
Wow.
City
Yeah, so
Field.
almost $1
That's
billion.
They spent almost $3 billion on this airport terminal. That's crazy. How's that possible?
Yeah, like a baseball stadium compared to the terminal. I feel like a baseball stadium would be like way more money.
It's enormous.
Yeah, dude, that's weird. What's all the money going into?
I just all the features in this. I mean, it's
Listen.
really all
Oh, guys, listen.
You should look at the seats.
You build in Jersey, and
What
guess
seats?
Guess what?
the seats that you wait in for your airplane. They're
They're like really nice.
Yeah, they're themed based on the Pine Barrens or the northern.
seats?
Yes.
What, they're colored?
Yes.
Like a forest?
Yes.
I'll tell you guys what. Look,
What?
look.
And there's like beach chairs too.
Oh, and Shake Shack.
and Shake Shacks there.
Well, they don't
Yeah.
have to pay for Shake Shack.
you're right.
pays
I'm
for
just
facility.
I just remember seeing a photo
This
of Shake
was
Shack.
actually the largest investment in New Jersey that the New York, New Jersey Port Authority has ever made.
And you know what happens when the Port Authority gets $2.7 billion? It's
They
called
build-
it's called the Port Authority tax. They never mind. They grease a couple hands here. A couple of the union reps get a little, a check here or there, and then you end up with like $300 million to build it.
And you know what? They said coming up soon, a new Terminal B.
Ooh, well, it's good that they started with A before going to B, Jimmy. The rest of the article
Well,
says
B is like mostly international. Like C, I feel is the biggest terminal because it's United, and that's like their major hub.
I don't know.
C needs a renovation, but it says the significance of the $2.7 billion building was on display at its christening with 700 invitees, a procession of the state police, color guard, and bagpipe musicians. What were we going to say?
Not us.
Yeah,
Just want to point it out.
thanks for the invite.
Where's the invite?
The new expanded terminal is a long-awaited upgrade for flyers landing in the Garden State. Nice.
Yeah, I wish it was C, but now, like you said, Josh, we got to go find a local flight. What, American Airlines is there? Where they out?
Americans there,
JetBlue?
Delta's there, JetBlue's there, yeah. Air Canada.
Canadians.
Terminal C is so... That's the one when you walk, it's a circle at the end of it, right? It's like a circle terminal.
Well, actually, no. Terminal C has gotten renovations.
Yeah.
Like there's certain areas of C that are really nice. It's like the main area is kind of old, but like how there's 3 different sections in C.
Yep.
Yeah, like I think the one all the way on the left is the one that was renovated.
Yeah,
that's
that was the
that's
newest
actually
one.
really nice.
You
but
can order food at like each of your kiosks. Yeah.
but it doesn't look cool like these renovations. Yeah.
Terminal A, I think, was the one that had the circles. It was like long arms and then it was circles at the end.
Yeah, I think that's A
Yeah.
or B because C is not like that.
I flew C recently, and it's like a small, dingy little...
No.
Am I making that up?
Yeah.
Wait, when did we fly together and it was terrible?
Yeah, we've flown a few times out of Terminal C.
No, but the most recent one we were going to Joey's bachelor party, right?
Yeah, and
Together.
yeah,
We put
flew
it on the
out-
Garden
That's the
State.
same terminal.
Bro, wasn't that like a different airport?
No, that was...
Oh, it was. Oh, it was B.
Oh, B might be what
It
I'm
was
thinking of.
terrible. It was so
worst.
bad.
My dad one time got me in one of those little clubs in Terminal, like the United Club or whatever.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
that's
a dream
nice.
of mine.
And it was like you're up in this balcony above the terminal. It was so crazy, and it was really awesome.
Was that in C? Because C has that second
I have
level
no
club.
idea. I feel like I literally have no idea, but it was cool. All right, well, we'll see what happens with the terminal. We should make a trip over to Newark Airport. At my previous job, just as a final note for you guys, I was part of an install of some furniture in Newark Airport, so I could just drive up and park at the terminal, like
That's
literally
pretty
at
cool.
the terminal, just park and walk into the airport. For where I think it was United Air, I was getting some new furniture, so we were there.
Must be nice.
And I was just on this job, and it was weird to be at the airport
This
and not
guy.
to be traveling.
Question.
Yeah.
Did you have to go through security every time you went in? Or
No, because it was just one of the main, like when you walk in, where they print your tag and everything. If you went all the way to the right, there was like this door that went into some offices.
Ah, interesting.
So it's very laid back. All right, moving on to the next story. Since we're talking about transit, public transit, New Jersey lawmakers are making a push to install Wi-Fi on all New Jersey transit trains.
So now, whenever I'm in the tunnel going into New York City, I could actually have service.
That's what it sounds like.
Hey, is it going to happen?
I think it is. It says a proposed law introduced Monday would require NJ Transit to provide free Wi-Fi on all its passenger trains. The bipartisan measure would require the move within 6 months of the bill signing. So it's bipartisan. We got the right and the left working together for once on Wi-Fi,
You love to see it.
something we can all agree on. Currently, the agency provides free Wi-Fi at select rail stations to Optimum customers. Those who do not have Optimum can use up to 5 free passes or purchase a day pass for $5.
Didn't know about that. What like Secaucus? Like who does that?
I don't know, but I hate when I'm at like Newark Airport or on a train or anywhere, and you click on the Wi-Fi and it's like, give us your GoGo login or whatever they call it. Indiegogo. What is that?
It's like
There's a bunch of them. Yeah, that's one of them.
Oh, BOGO or whatever. I don't know. I'm like, what year is this where you have to pay for Wi-Fi when you're traveling?
It's exclusive, bro.
Airlines, this is United Air or JetBlue or all these airports. Just give us free Wi-Fi.
Alaska does it.
Starbucks does it. The McCafe at McDonald's gives you free Wi-Fi, for goodness sakes. So this is exciting. I hope it actually happens. What do you think?
I don't think it's going to happen. You guys think it's going to happen?
Yeah, why not?
I feel like nothing happens in Jersey with these bills like that are being proposed, right?
Yeah, it could.
Are things happening, Jim?
I think bills get passed every day. I think they just passed like $50 million for Liberty State Park. So
Also, we're
that's pretty cool.
into the year 2022. Why hasn't this happened yet with the Wi-Fi on trains?
Well, I mean,
there's so many people that commute.
I guess.
Why is it so hard to add Wi-Fi onto a train? I think it should happen. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't want to get my hopes up.
I just feel like there's bigger fish to fry than adding Wi-Fi. I mean, how long are you really on the train?
Well, some people are traveling from South Jersey 2 hours, one way.
I'll tell you what.
Use the hotspot on your phone.
Jimmy. No, but the issue is every time I get on a train to New York, I don't have, for whatever reason, I don't have internet on the whole train line. I don't know what that is.
Really?
Like the train line I'm on, maybe it's something with, the... I don't know.
There was like so many times when I used to commute to the city, like when I was passing, I left Union Station and like going to Newark, bro, there would be like an area of like 15 minutes where I had no service because it was just so bad. I was like, where's the Wi-Fi? Wow. So yeah, there's so many sections like that on the New Jersey Transit lines where you don't have any service. So bring us the Wi-Fi. We need the Wi-Fi, but I don't want to get my hopes up, guys. I feel like it's so simple, but yet it's so tough for some reason.
Well, we'll see what happens here. I think it could happen. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Like I think a lot of people listening who travel on New Jersey Transit would love it too. I'm going to be following this. Like I'm actually really curious if it's going to happen.
Well, we'll see. We'll keep you guys updated on the Wi-Fi on NJ Transit. Next up, moving to Montclair. A man from Montclair, New Jersey, had a scary night this week as a man broke into his house while he was watching a movie with his daughter.
Bro, that's like what nightmares are made of.
Yeah, he actually went viral on TikTok telling the story.
That's how I found it. It popped up in my FYP.
Yeah, and he shared the story. It says the Harrison Avenue resident, who identified himself only as Troy, said he was in his living room watching a movie with his daughter when he heard a noise coming from his kitchen on the Friday, November 11th. He paused the movie, but turned it back on when he thought he was the crazy one. Less than 20 seconds later, Troy heard another noise. This time his dog did too. Both went running into the kitchen and ran after the guy who bolted into the backyard and over the fence across the street to Porter Park. It was in that moment that Troy thought to himself, "What are you doing?" he said in the video. So then he called the police. Police showed up, but scary nonetheless.
Terrifying.
Yeah, like I feel like you're hearing more and more about home break-ins than ever before, dude. Yep. And the fact that this guy was awake with his little daughter watching a movie and they're in the living room and a guy just walks into their kitchen, no fear, knows there's people there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, that's just like so shocking to hear about. Like, bro, what?
Yeah, and it's funny you said, it's funny you said home break-ins because in Fair Lawn, New Jersey, I just read an article about this. Someone broke into a house and tied up the people that lived there.
Really?
And yeah, it says...
What did it say?
It happened around 9 a.m. Thursday on 28th Street near Berkshire Road in Fair Lawn. Investigators say 3 intruders entered a home, tied up the homeowner, and then went and robbed the home.
9 a.m. too, dude.
So
everyone's awake at 9 a.m.
Yeah, that's...
Neighbors everywhere. There's witnesses all over the place, and people are just going wild.
It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, everyone's got to get Ring doorbells. Security systems. If you had a house, would you get like a security system in this day and time?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Like like the things where like when you open a door, you hear like a beep go off, those types of things, or like a window. I think, is it expensive?
I think it actually helps with your homeowner's insurance. I think it lowers that. But
Like you've all been to
for,
you guys, you know what I'm talking about though, right? Like when you
Yeah.
get to homes, like a door opens, you say beep beep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think there's some that don't make that noise, but still provide the coverage.
it's pretty cool. I wouldn't do it for the coverage. I would do it for my safety, but the coverage is sweet too.
Yeah.
Maybe just get a dog.
Like Troy had the dog, and the dog was the one to tell him.
Yeah, but he made it sound like he had a little dog in the video. I'm saying get yourself a big old dog.
Well, yeah, because the dog apparently didn't hear when the intruder entered. It was only like when the guy was in the kitchen when the dog realized there was someone in this house, which is terrifying.
What I found interesting too from the video is he shared how like the hair on the back of his neck stood up. Like in an instant, something felt off to him, and it's amazing how we have instincts, like protective instincts, where in a second you kind of feel something's off. And he wasn't wrong with that feeling. There was somebody in his kitchen, and thank goodness nobody was injured or hurt by the home intruder, who was crazy enough to come in hearing that he was home. Probably saw they were watching a movie, didn't care. And New Jersey's getting crazy, man.
And the fact that guy's on the run right now, probably doing the same thing to someone else.
Yep. I don't know what to do about these types of stories. Thank goodness the cops showed up and were responsive. They went around the park in the video, he said, and had spotlights on everything, looking for this guy, but he got away.
He got away, dude.
Lock your doors, hide your kids, hide your wife.
I miss that guy.
All right, moving
need
on.
him.
So you guys heard what happened in Matawan, New Jersey?
No.
In Matawan, NJ, local officials have received massive backlash after coming up with a plan to kill feral cats.
Wait, the people are killing cats?
No,
the
town
town
was saying like there's a lot of feral cats. They're everywhere.
What's a feral cat's like a wild cat,
Wild
right?
cat,
Like
yeah.
that no one owns. Okay.
Yeah, and they were saying let's wrangle them up and take care of them.
And just kill them?
Well, I mean,
Well, there's an overpopulation, right?
I'd imagine it's a big enough issue that they're making this plan.
It's kind of like the bear hunt.
But you know what happened? The moms on Facebook found out and they shut it down.
So they're not allowed to kill feral cats anymore.
They shut down the feral cat slaughter, and they're heroes. I'm sure they are. They all have profile photos on Facebook with a cat next to them saying, "I saved the cats," in a circle around their head. And they probably have an American flag in the other corner, and they just feel like total heroes here.
I hate those cats, dude. They're like, bro, they used to like pop up like right outside of my bedroom window in the home I grew up, and
Yeah.
like the garbage cans, dude, rattling it in 3 a.m. You just hear them screaming.
Oh, it's the worst.
Oh,
I've
bro,
woken
I
up
wanted
his
to,
cat
I
screaming.
wanted to
Oh.
just kill one so bad. But yeah, so apparently this is. I haven't even heard about this story. Is it like has it been bad?
Well, it says a plan by a Monmouth County town to trap feral cats and kill them after a week if they went unclaimed has been abandoned after fierce backlash from residents and animal advocates. Here's the thing, guys. Okay, here's why this annoys me. Is it's all virtue signaling. The people don't want to adopt the cats. They said, "Hey, we're going to take them for a week. If nobody gets them, if nobody gets Fluffy in a week, it's the end." Well, what happens to all the animals that are in shelters? If an animal's in a shelter for too long and nobody adopts it,
Yep.
then it gets put down. We're not talking about animals that, feral cats aren't cats that lived in somebody's home and they just let them loose. I mean, that could be how it started, but usually feral cats are breeding. Like my neighbors had a feral cat growing up, or feral cats behind their house in a shed, and they just had all these kittens, and they were so mean and like nasty. And I'm not saying go around and slaughter the kitty cats, but I don't know what the solution is because they're just going to keep breeding if you don't take care of it.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be a crazy overpopulation. I want to know what these people's solution is who are like against this.
It's love.
Listen, man, I'm not advocating to kill like animals that are innocent and like good animals and stuff, but like these cats are wild. Like, what's the solution? Can we just like bag them all up and bring them to New York or Pennsylvania? Just drop
Josh,
them off.
I think what the moms want to do is you capture the cats, you neuter them, then you release them back into the wild so they can't reproduce.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You guys want to know what the solution is here?
that's what they want.
We're going to get this. If we put a Beatles song in our podcast, they'll get ripped down so quickly.
At this
But
point,
this is what it's about.
I put
It's
so
about
much
love.
copyright in this podcast by this point.
It's all about love, man.
What's that, Josh? I don't get.
I don't think it's about love.
mean?
I think it's about looking
Yes.
good to your friends on Facebook because you want to stand up for the cats. That's what it's about.
I'm down to save the cats and like keep them alive, but like, what is the actual solution? What are we going to do with them?
I think so here's the solution. Well, they're going to overrun local shelters because clearly shelters are already overrun with, dogs and cats. And I don't know what the solution is either. I think they should have done it without saying anything. They should have just started collecting feral cats and just until the townspeople found out. I know we sound cruel, but you're right. I don't know what the solution is.
We sound cruel because we don't know what we would do with it. But I'm sick and tired of all these feral cats popping up left and right. I didn't realize it was a problem until this article came up, and I was like, wow, there's actually a lot of crazy cats around us.
Well,
no tags.
This is Matawan. I don't know what it's like near us, but
Damiano,
dude, I
had cats under his shed.
Really?
Yeah,
I see cats in my parking lot all the time, dude. Just all the time. But they never bothered me. It's just the ones that were next to my bedroom window growing up. Those are the ones that bothered me. So,
yeah. Well, I don't know what the solution is, and I don't think any of us really do. All we know is that
bring them to Pennsylvania, bring them to New York. Let's just drop them off in another state that will accept them. And
no, I have the solution. I actually just figured it out.
Oh God.
Okay, we have a cat issue in New Jersey.
Yeah.
New York City has a rat issue.
Whoa.
Guys, what if we bagged up all the cats and released them in Manhattan?
To clean up the rats.
Yeah.
Dude.
Genius.
Wait, that's what I'm talking about. We're making solutions here on the podcast.
Solutions.
Bring them all to New York. Let them deal with it, and then they'll clean up the rat situation.
Yes. I think that might be the best idea I've ever
had. I don't know,
had.
because there's rat advocates out there. People want to save the rats.
I say kill the rats. I mean, it's cats. You could catch me feeling something for a kitten because I like cats.
I'll tell you the problem with your plan there. There are rats in New York City that
size
are
of
the
cats.
size of cats.
Well, we'll get to see some cool war videos.
Yo, I'll pay for a cage match, a giant rat versus a feral cat.
I'm betting on the rat. I bet on the rat.
Remember Pizza Rat?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's such a good video.
Well, we'll see what happens in Matawan. It looks like the cats are going to live to see another day.
Yes, sir.
And I feel bad for the people that are calling the police I need you to take care of these feral cats in our neighborhood. They're everywhere. And now they're we can't do anything about it. So
we stand in the middle here on the Garden State Podcast.
Yeah, I'm an animal advocate. I love animals.
I hate cats, but yeah, let's figure out a better solution here. I like the
dogs.
New York City one. I love dogs, dude.
Cats, I've never understood the appeal. We have some cat lovers that are definitely listeners that are going to unfollow us after this.
Hey, like I said, we're not trying to kill the cats. I'm just saying we like birds and dogs here on the podcast.
Birds and dogs. All right, moving on to this next story. In Westfield, New Jersey, the owners of the now famous Watcher House called 911 and have asked police for surveillance due to visitors coming onto their property.
These people are still whining, dude.
This is never going to end.
It's old news, man.
Wait till season 2 comes out.
Yeah, right.
You're right.
Yeah,
oh my
it's going to be even worse.
Do you want to hear the 911 call?
Yeah, I didn't get to hear this
100%.
yet.
Listen to this.
911, where's your emergency?
Westfield, this is Yank County with the transfer. 657 Boulevard.
Okay.
It's going to be for trespassing and unwanted individuals in the area.
Okay. All right, hello?
Hi, can you please get the cop car back here? There are people going under the barricade, up on their porch. There are people all over our properties.
Okay,
It's
multiple people.
Here.
Yep.
All it takes is one police car parked here for the night. Is it too much to ask?
All right, well, miss, okay.
It isn't too much to ask.
Well, listen.
Oh, she's fired up, dude.
If I was the neighbor of this house, I'm not going to act like I'm going to make fun of this lady, because if I live next door to this house and people were coming on my property for the whole month of October and now November, I'd be a little annoyed, I think.
Oh, I would be really upset, actually. Yeah.
I would definitely put my hose on and just spray all the people.
I think this lady's doing it all wrong. She should charge for tours of the
Make
house.
a business out of it.
People would pay $5. They drove all the way across New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, wherever they came from to see this house.
I'd make a whole merch shop.
Charge
dude.
them $5.
Why not?
I visited the Watcher House stickers.
Well,
Shirts.
she said their porch, which sounds like she's the neighbor. She said they're on their porch. They're coming on my property.
Oh, so that was a neighbor.
It sounded like it was a neighbor.
No, I think it was that lady. It was the owner, 100%.
You might be right, because it does say the owners beg cops for security, but it said they're coming on their porch.
Maybe he said the porch. And,
Maybe, yeah.
but yeah, imagine, we got to talk to this lady. I visited the Watcher House and then the Garden State logo.
How mad would she be if we showed up to her property and knocked on the front door? She would be like, more fans.
We'll split profits with her 50-50. We'll clean up.
Well, I don't think she's going to go for it for some reason, Jimmy. But
It's worth a try.
I don't know what they expected with this house, and I tried to look up if they approved the show being shot, and it doesn't say.
That's the biggest question that Josh and I have. Was there a deal before the show for the address to be publicly leaked?
Well, I know that Netflix paid for the story from the Broderick family, which is the family that lived there. So they probably got a little bit of a cut, but it doesn't sound like this lady got any sort of a cut. So I don't know.
That's where I think it's messed up, though. Like, if they never got a cut, bro, or there was no talks about it, it really is unfortunate for this family.
Yep.
That their address is given out to millions of people.
Absolutely.
Hey, we went to the property. We're part of the problem.
You guys are. I didn't go with you.
Well,
No, we're part of the solution.
No, yeah, we're all part of the solution. We went to go tell people not to go there. That was what we were trying to do.
Very nice of you.
And they put the sprinklers on, sprayed us. But hey, I want to know. I want to know what Netflix cut, what deal was cut with this lady and Netflix, or if there is one. Let us know if you guys know anything about this, because I'm curious. Couldn't find anything.
All right. So moving on. One New Jersey lawmaker is making calls to investigate Ticketmaster due to the recent Taylor Swift saga.
Dude, no one can get Taylor Swift tickets, man. It's the end of the world.
Can one of you do an explain like I'm 5
Yeah.
to me about what's going this whole situation with Taylor Swift?
So, dude, even like the ticket sales to public or whatever, the main ticket sales didn't even go on sale yet. It's all pre-sale. But bro, like, first off, it's almost impossible to get a Taylor Swift ticket because you just get thrown into a queue on Ticketmaster. You get in line to buy a ticket, right? And the site ends up freezing. You end up being in the queue for hours and hours, and it just gives you an error message saying like, "Oh, these tickets are unavailable." First off, on top of that, if you do end up getting a ticket, bro, what this article is about is basically Ticketmaster fees are through the roof, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's so expensive.
Yeah, but this is always so. Why now? This has always been a thing. Why now is this becoming a thing?
We need to fix it. It's higher than ever.
My wife has been a Swiftie since 07. Shelb, how long have you been a Swiftie for?
You were
You're
just
not,
listening.
Oh, she's not a fan anymore. Why not?
You don't like the new album?
She hasn't listened to the new album. Wait,
Wow.
so you saw Taylor Swift at the Meadowlands when you were a kid? Madison Square Garden. And what year was this?
I don't remember.
Do you have any info for us on what's going on with Taylor Swift? Do you know anything
Were
about
you able
this?
to get tickets to her new show?
She didn't listen to the new album.
No.
Wait, you got tickets though?
She's not a Swiftie anymore, she says, but
It's messed up.
I don't believe that.
So
she's
see what
probably still in
happens.
the queue. She's probably still in the queue.
Yeah,
trying
we'll
to
see
get
what
tickets.
definitely still in the queue.
We'll see what happens when I play some Taylor Swift next time we drive in the car. I don't believe that fully.
So this article here says, although artists set the price of tickets, service fees for Ticketmaster purchases can add up to 75% of the ticket price.
75%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous. You're basically buying 2 tickets.
Yeah.
For the
It's bad everywhere, but Ticketmaster, I feel, is the worst.
well, they own like 80% of the ticket buying experience online.
So
it's monopoly essentially.
So Representative Bill Pascarell is deciding to look into Ticketmaster and their shenanigans. And apparently he's at one of the highest rungs of the Department of Justice. So he has some heavy weight. He could do something here. Maybe
He's just trying to cut these fees down?
he's just trying to see what's going on.
Jeez.
Which, I
Okay.
mean, I don't know what he's going to do, but maybe he's going to be a hero.
I'm sick of paying these fees for shows, dude.
What I don't understand is nowadays competition is crazy with just the way with everything competition. There's a new business that pops up every week for everything. How has somebody not come along with a smarter ticket option? I know there's a monopoly, but
well, I think how the problem is Live Nation and Ticketmaster combined into one, and then after Live Nation owned so many of these venues, so they own the venues, they own the ticket buying experience. It's all one thing.
Okay,
I have a
got you.
question.
Yes.
Okay, you have MetLife Stadium, right?
Yeah.
How many people? 85,000 or something like that
something
capacity.
crazy.
All right, Ticketmaster, it's 2022. On your website, when people go to buy tickets, you have 85,000 tickets, 85,000 seats available to buy.
Yep.
Why can't people just go on the website, pick the seat they want, grab their ticket with no fee, and then be done? Why is there such an issue getting tickets?
I think it overloads their systems.
But yeah, I feel like their system should be built for that though.
I know.
For the millions of people. Josh, read the
I
next
don't know.
part because that's what kind of just ties into this.
It says demand overwhelmed Ticketmaster when pre-sales for Swift's The Eras tour went online, temporarily knocking its homepage offline Tuesday. The resale market has contributed to sky-high prices. Tickets for Swift's May 28th show at MetLife Stadium cost a minimum of $360 and as much as $22,500 as of Thursday.
That's so ridiculous. 360 minimum, dude, for like the nosebleed section that where you can't even see her.
Well, there's a simple solution to all of this.
What's that?
Just don't go.
I'm not. I can't get tickets.
Just don't be a Swiftie.
I can't get my $360 ticket.
I have no interest in listening to Taylor Swift, and that's going to annoy some people, but I don't know. I didn't know she was that popular now.
Well,
she's
dude,
huge.
bro. Everyone
I thought her era was
online.
like over.
I did too, but she's one of those who are just like so A-list. They're like triple A-list. They're so big.
Yeah.
That no matter how long they disappear for or how long they go without music, they're still massive.
Can I just say, I think she's a...
Shelby got a comment. Yes.
That's really good. No. I said you have to watch it. I'm not gonna explain it. It's a really good
She's
one.
defending
Okay, so she's
herself.
saying-
No, it's really good. It like explains it really well.
Open it up, Josh.
We have a TikTok.
People are going,
Oh, can you open up in your messages so it plays through the thing?
Do I have to watch it?
Economics of Taylor Swift.
I
Oh,
love
I don't-
this.
I
I
don't
love this
wanna watch
intel,
this.
Shelby. We have to listen to it now.
This is a paragraph-long message I got to read.
The way that I've seen Stockholm Syndrome on this app from Taylor Swift fans saying, it's Ticketmaster, but it's not her. Like, she loves her fan. Y'all, she did not say anything. Her and her team didn't say anything about how much the tickets would cost. In economics, we call that asymmetric information. And when that happens, there's a market failure. Yesterday, you had all these fans scrambling to trying to buy tickets without actually reading what was in the packages because they didn't know ahead of time. They didn't have enough information, and a lot of people felt duped into buying $700, $800, $1,000 floor seats. And that's not even including the dynamic pricing issue, which artists can opt out of dynamic pricing. So Taylor and her team could have said, no dynamic pricing. Some of my other friends also told me yesterday that as they were checking out, Ticketmaster was like, do you want to buy a vinyl? You're telling me that Ticketmaster was like, you know what we should do? We should get them to buy a vinyl because that benefits us.
It works.
Taylor is one of the most powerful artists, singer-songwriters of our generation. And you're telling me that she was and her team were absolutely powerless against Ticketmaster. Be for real, y'all. Like, think for a second.
That's an angry Swiftie.
Okay. So I think we got the gist.
Wait, so are we like Team Taylor or are we Team
Never.
Ticketmaster in this
I'm
situation? I don't know what to believe.
I'm still Team Taylor Lautner, to be honest with you.
Nice.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. She's
Taylor Lautner.
listen,
Underweight rated joke.
I don't know. Taylor Swift to me, I just think she's a terrible lyricist. That's my biggest qualm.
Have
with
you
her.
ever heard her song "We're Never Ever Ever Getting Back Together"?
That was
one of the craziest, the
that
best
was-
songs ever.
Taylor Swift, the old era when she was the country musician, slamming screen door. That's the era. I like that stuff. But her lyrics nowadays just sound like she's like a sad girl trying to sound deep, and I just don't buy into
Dude,
it.
this is the Eras tour.
Yeah, you could see her
You're
play
right.
that stuff.
Man, I just think that there's
Okay.
no depth to any of it. Although it sounds nice.
To wrap it all up, guys, Ticketmaster, we got to get rid of the fees.
Yes. Or just lower them. Like,
Just lower the fee. Where are the fees going to?
75% in someone's pocket.
It's unreal, Jimmy.
Well, shout out to Taylor Swift. Come on the podcast. All right. Next story.
Buy a vinyl.
I have to sneeze.
God bless you.
This next story is actually very, very dark.
Oh, we changed the vibes.
Yeah, no, this is really sad. A 19-year-old from Ocean County, New Jersey, was found dead this past weekend after climbing into a dumpster and falling asleep.
That's terrible.
Bro, oh, dude.
So
Why?
Kellen Bischoff, he's 19. He left a house party attended by Kutztown University students early Saturday, but never returned and was reported missing to police. Investigators said Bischoff first stopped at a relative's home in Kutztown. Am I saying that correct? Kutztown?
Yeah, Kutztown.
But video obtained by police shows Bischoff, who was alone, climbing into a dumpster behind a Dollar General store. Berks County District Attorney John Adams said several hours later, a truck is seen emptying and compressing the contents of the dumpster. So
Doesn't
sounded
get
like
worse than that, dude.
He went to a party, probably drank a little bit. Who knows?
Drank a lot.
I don't want to
Falling asleep into a dumpster.
I don't want to assume, but he climbed into a dumpster, fell asleep, and the garbage company picked up the trash. So
I can't imagine that moment where he felt the shaking of the dumpster.
yeah.
Wait to wake him up. He's probably like, "Where am I?" First off, and then to just get crushed.
Yeah,
like
terrible.
that's like the worst way to go, bro. Why? It's just like I get it. You were intoxicated or something. Why else would you jump into a dumpster, right?
Yeah.
But dumpster, bro. There's garbage cleanup every day,
Life is so
bro. That's
bizarre.
so crazy. Life is so fragile.
It's just bizarre how stuff like this happens. You're 19. It's just such a stupid. Could have been like a story where he goes, "Oh, this one night I fell asleep in a dumpster." Like, and it could have just been.
It would have
another
been
story.
a funny story, but it was just garbage day the next day. It's just, dude, we've had so many near-death experiences looking back at our 20s and like our late teenage years. It's actually a miracle how like some of us, like our friend group, are alive right now.
Yeah,
we've
for
had
sure.
great memories, and this could have been an amazing memory. Like his friends would have laughed about, "Oh, you fell asleep in a dumpster that night. It would have been hilarious." But instead, this happened, and
I don't
now
know.
it's tragic. It's awful.
I don't know who's to blame. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, we all do stupid stuff. I'm reminded of a time you and I went to Edgewater with our longboards and we bombed this massive hill.
Yeah, don't want to think about that.
I ran a red light and I just remember thinking I could have just died. I remember
You
thinking,
coulda- yeah, you
I was
coulda
like
got
19. I was like,
destroyed in that
"Oh,
moment."
I should have just died right there. And we all do stupid things for sure.
Remember the
but
Grand Canyon when I almost fell off?
you almost fell in the Grand Canyon. I grabbed your
I
your
really
arm.
almost scarred you for life.
He almost walked backwards.
I remember Josh's. I hear the voice in your head. Josh was like, "Josh," because I
Yeah,
almost.
because he was
I
taking a
vlogging.
photo of me, and he was stepping backwards.
Oh.
The canyon was behind him. He's stepping backwards, and his foot. I'm telling you, the back of his foot had to be 7 inches from the canyon.
Oh, I'm cringing.
on a
It was
cliff that
bad.
was like straight 2,000 feet down. And
Then I looked
snapped.
down. I was like, "Oh!" I was like,
I
"Josh,
didn't
you just saved
yell.
my life."
I remember in the moment thinking, "Don't yell, but be stern."
Because
So I was like, "Chomik!" I grabbed your arm and pulled you in.
Kind
You
of like
almost
a
died.
yell.
I think I would have. It would have been the that would have really ruined my trip, man. If you
Yeah.
fell in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
One time, me and our friend Jacob, we were exploring this abandoned building in Newark, and it was like pouring rain, like some of the worst rain you can imagine. And it was like pouring rain inside of this building just because the roof was so bad. And I was walking on this wood floor, and we were like 3-4 floors up, and my foot went through the floor, and it's just, it's so bad.
Did you go through?
I didn't fall through, but I was near a window and I was able to catch myself on the window, but it was very, very terrifying. I should have died.
No urbexing, Jimmy. No more urbexing. It's dangerous.
I haven't urbexed in years.
Well, this is sad, and the poor family that's gonna have to deal with the wake of this situation. It's just doesn't make any sense.
It's so sad, dude.
And it's a warning, I guess, to young people that want to go out with their friends.
Don't let your friends, if you're going to go partying, don't let your friends disappear and wander off by themselves. Right?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know what this...
You must have been pretty bad if you ended up in a dumpster.
Yeah.
You never know. You don't know.
All right. Well, our last story of the night. The Federal Highway Administration has forced the state of New Jersey to remove the quirky highway signs that went viral a few weeks back.
I can't believe the Highway Administration won. This is terrible. Actually, it's a good thing, but those messages were funny.
Yeah,
I guess it was causing issues. I don't know.
The article says killjoys at the Federal Highway Administration have reportedly ordered New Jersey officials to stop putting up cute and funny message boards with in-your-face safety warnings such as "Hold on to your butts, help prevent forest fires." I didn't see that one.
That's a good one.
That's amazing.
Cigarette butts.
Yeah, cigarette butts, not your actual butt.
And get your head out of your apps.
I saw that one the other day. I was crying.
The federal regulators came down with a ban on Wednesday, just about a month after New Jersey started putting the sassy missives. What is a missive?
I don't know.
The sassy missives up on programmable electric signs around the Garden State's many highways, according to the Philadelphia Inquirer. So what do you guys think about this one?
It sucks. I mean, we get one good thing around here.
It was cool. Like, obviously, I took a photo. I was one of the ones to take a photo with my phone. But at the same time, I was being safe with it. Like, I took it really quickly and put my phone down.
Yeah.
And I think it is distracting. I get it. But, like, who's actually staring at it? Like, you're still driving.
Yeah.
Like, I was fine. Like, I'm not crashing off the road reading these signs, but I guess some people are not as responsible as myself.
It gave us a little, identity in New Jersey.
Were you guys distracted by it?
No, I thought it was great.
I never even saw one.
You didn't see any of them?
Nope.
Oh, dude, right here on the GSP, we had a few.
Really? I missed them all.
Man.
I almost feel like this.
Get your head out of your apps, bro. You must have not been looking. You must have been on your phone,
Maybe,
bro.
yeah.
I feel like the messages themselves are more effective when they're funny, though.
Everyone ruined it, right? Taking photos and posting on social media everywhere.
This goes back to my marketing theory. Was it too good of marketing?
Yeah.
They really killed it.
It made things less safe.
Maybe someone. Maybe someone died. I have no idea. But I thought the marketing team did kill it. They did a great job.
Well,
super creative.
The article I read didn't say why, but they just said they said it made things less safe, but it didn't say like people died or anything like that. But I'd imagine, anything that causes people to look at their phones is not ideal for the state of New Jersey. Highways.
Well, the signs are supposed to keep people off their phones. And
yeah, but we are obsessed with sharing any glimmer of fun with everyone of our friends on Instagram.
Everyone's trying to go viral.
Yeah, especially people with podcasts.
Not us.
Not me.
Not us.
Not me.
Not me. Well, I don't know. Yeah, you didn't see any of the signs, so you might have been on your phone. So you had to see the sign.
You know who's really into fame?
Who?
Jimmy Parks.
I know.
That's true.
He's obsessed with himself. He's a total prima donna.
Dude got recognized for being on the Garden State last week. Wouldn't shut up about it.
Wait, really?
No.
I got recognized this week, guys.
Where?
I was on New Jersey Transit, headed to New York City, and I'm like listening to a podcast, looking out the window, dude. All of a sudden, this kid, must be a college kid, comes up right next to me, kind of just like hops onto my seat really quickly, basically sitting on top of my backpack. And it kind of like, I kind of got frightened for a second. I look over, he's like, Josh. I'm like, hey, he's like, I love the podcast, man.
That's awesome, dude.
And
love it.
Yeah, he was like, can we get a picture? I was like, yeah, we can get a picture. And so if you're that dude, I doubt you're listening to this right now, but post that photo and tag us, and I want to see it.
Something happened to me recently with this. I'm trying to remember where. It happens every time I'm with you anywhere. Someone comes and says something to me. Anytime
I get recognized a lot from the podcast. It's pretty cool.
But I'm trying to think of the last time someone said something because it just happened recently.
You got recognized at the gym, you told me. Or was that a different time?
No, that has happened a few times. There was one time at the gym, a kid came up to me. It happens every time I go to the gym, another 17-year-old kid comes and says something to me.
Yeah, they're all on TikTok.
This one kid came up to me and was like, "You're the guy," because I was wearing the shirt. I work out in my Garden State shirt. And this kid comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, I like that podcast." And I'm like, "Yeah, me too." And I was like thanks for liking it. And he was like, "Oh, you're the guy." Like he didn't even realize I'm wearing the shirt.
He probably looked up and looked at you in the eyes. And he's like, "Wait a second."
And that prompted another kid to come over. And he's like, I thought you were that guy. And he pulled up a TikTok and then Jim was playing it really loud. And I got to talk to these guys. It was really cool. But that happens at the gym all the time. But because there's teenagers there.
I never go to Westfield Center to hang out. It's just not my vibe. But you know how in these downtown areas there's so many teenagers.
Mobs and kids,
I went to Westfield Center once, maybe over the summer. Bro, get out of my car in the parking lot. I'm walking to this ice cream place. Immediately, there's a storm of kids just walking. Recognize immediately. Be like, "Oh my God, I love your TikToks, dude." And they're all
I love that.
all these little bros dabbing me up. I was like, all right, this is cool. Then there's a few of them like, "Can I get on the podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, maybe." But dude, yeah, these kids are glued to their phones. On TikTok.
They're addicted. And China has all their information.
And they have all our information too.
I deleted TikTok.
You're back and forth.
I'm back and forth. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I'm not the best with it, but that's our episode, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy early Thanksgiving. We got a little time left.
Yeah, but maybe if they're this is the week of Thanksgiving, so they might be listening with their family on Thanksgiving.
Probably. You're driving to your aunt and uncle's house.
Oh my gosh.
Got the Garden State on in the car.
Can we get this up on?
Yeah, well, this is going up this Friday, so it's going to be up for Thanksgiving.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so our next episode is Black Friday, so it's already post Thanksgiving.
Love it.
So if you're driving anywhere, traveling with your family for Thanksgiving, throw on the pod. Tell them about the podcast. Tell them why this is the best New Jersey podcast ever, and you love it so much.
I love that idea.
I'm gonna have. We're driving down to North Carolina. I have family in North Carolina.
You got to get them in.
Yeah, so it's all my cousins. So I'm gonna have a few cousins in the car, and I don't think they're gonna want to listen to me for an hour. But I might have to force them because guess
but
what?
they want to listen to me and Josh.
I'm the driver. I'm the pilot.
You're the pilot.
I make all the calls.
Yes, you do.
What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Anything fun?
Well, we could talk about it next week, technically, can we?
Well, it's going to be like what we, I guess,
Did,
yeah.
what we did on
What we
Thanksgiving.
did.
Guys, wait. We're recording before Thanksgiving again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then our next episode is after Thanksgiving. We're recording before it, but it's going to be posted after next week.
I see what you're saying. Thanksgiving plans for me, just seeing the fam.
One thing you're grateful for, go.
I was going to save
Not
that
your
for
wife
next
or daughter.
episode. I'm really thankful.
Jimmy.
Thanksgiving, I'm just hanging out with my parents. Thankful for you guys.
Aw,
Josh?
Jim. Thankful for, I got this awesome mattress. I'm telling you guys,
new?
I lay in bed every night. I tell my wife every night, I'm like, this bed, I feel like I'm at a hotel every night.
That's the way to go, bro. That's awesome.
I feel like I'm at a hotel, and I'm really
That's a
thankful for my
goal.
mattress.
That's such a great thing to be thankful for.
Yeah, it's a good. Sometimes I think, can you imagine not having a nice mattress?
When I went mattress shopping like 4 years ago, the salesman was like, he looked at me in the eyes. He's like, listen, this is one of the most important purchases of your life. You spend most of your life on this, what you're about to
Which is
buy.
crazy.
Spend the extra $1,000. Get
I'm
the best
sure the
mattress. It sold me immediately. I was like, I'm gonna spend an extra $1,500. It worked.
Josh, if I was a salesman and I saw you coming in, I'd be like, oh. It'd be like when Mr. Krabs' eyes turns into dollar signs. Money, 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 money.
Hey, no, it's a mattress. It's a big deal.
He uses that line every customer.
Yeah.
No, you know he does.
Oh, 100%.
You know, I have a story about that.
Mattress
before we let the people go. One time I went to buy a really nice watch. On my 25th birthday, I decided I wanted to get myself a really nice watch. I had paid off my college loans, and I was working. I was starting to make adult money, and I go into this watch shop, and you were there with me. Actually, I called them and I asked for this one specific watch that was really hard to find, and the guy was like, "We don't have it." Then he calls me back a minute later, and he's like, "Josh, I have a question. You ever see the movie Dirty Harry, famous Clint Eastwood movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Where's he going with this?" And he goes, "You remember that scene, 5 shots or 6?" And if you've never seen Dirty Harry, there's a scene at the end where Clint Eastwood's shooting at a bad guy, and he's shooting with a revolver that carries 6 rounds. And he says to him, "Did I fire 5 shots or 6?" Meaning, I may have a bullet in this gun, I don't know. And he's pointing the gun at the guy. And then he goes, "The real question is, are you feeling lucky?" So the guy on the phone goes to me. He quotes Clint Eastwood, and he goes, "Are you feeling lucky?" And I'm like, "I guess so." And he goes, "I got your watch." So I went by and I got the watch, and I was like, coolest story ever. Like the Dirty Harry reference. Like this guy,
good salesman.
Clint Eastwood, the coolest guy ever. So I feel really special. Then Damiano, Jimmy's friend, told me the guy used the same line on him.
Wow. Yeah, dude, these salesmen, dude, they know what they're doing.
I'm like,
bunch of crooks.
I'm like, well, this guy played me like a fiddle. I was going to buy the watch either way, but he made me feel so special with the Dirty Harry line.
I love how Damiano
Are you feeling lucky?
had the same
he
line.
goes, "Josh, remember that scene from Dirty Harry, 5 shots or 6?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "The question is, are you feeling lucky?" I was like,
I remember you had it on speaker. We were driving to the Sojo.
we were going to Sojo Spa.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, I guess." And he's like, "I got your watch." So I don't know. With that, that's the end of our episode this week. Any closing thoughts? Or are we good to go?
Get some merch at thegardenstate.com.
Yes, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
We got stickers with every order too, by the way. So
Yeah.
they're free.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, order something and you get a new. Show the laptop, Josh. It's right behind you. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get, if you're watching this, there's a sticker on Josh's laptop. Yeah, you're gonna get this nice sticker with your order and a keychain. So
And a keychain.
get on it.
All right.
Keychain is Black Friday only.
Yep.
Okay, so not yet.
Not yet.
Okay,
Black
but
Friday.
the sticker's free.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much. Love
All
you
right.
all.
Love you all. Bye.
Later.
You're listening to the Garden State. The Dirty Jers.